Well, the first time I saw David Suddeth, I was coaching Reggie at Austin Peay, and this little guy was always around. Little did I know he was going to be the next James Harden before James Harden came along.
The thing about David when he came in was that he could play all positions, and he could bring the ball down the court. He could pull up for a three-pointer, or he could go inside. So that was something that I thought was really unique about him. You know, not the size of a Magic Johnson, but the type of player that could play all positions.
All those different aspects made him a better player rather than somebody who you point guard penetrates and then kicks it out to the three and he sits there and shoot the three. Yeah, he could do that, but he also could take you off the dribble, he could pull up, and so he was dangerous as an offensive weapon.
Watching David play showed me you can have all the different skills, all the different ability to score going to the basket, stop, pull up, shoot from deep, all of those different things to score, and David could do all of it.
Everybody had heard about David Suddeth at Trevecca, and they think that playing at Trevecca, whatever he's doing is okay. But then when they played against him, oh, this guy can play. And I think he had that chip on his shoulder to show them, I may not be playing on your level, but I can play. And when he played against other schools, I think that motivated him.
David was a great player, probably one of the best players I played against in college. And I would throw in, even as an adult, pickup games, playing in camps. You knew he was trying to get 40 every night, and that's a scary guy to guard.
You could gear your entire defense to stop David, and he was still going to put up 25. He was going to figure out a way to get the ball in the hole.
He might have been the best one-on-one ball player I have ever coached. You could not guard him. I don't care who you were. I don't care how quick you were. I don't care how tall you are.
If he needed to score from outside, he'd score. If he needed to be on the post and be a post man, he would do that. And if he needed to facilitate for his teammates, he would do that. It was that way. And if David's here right now, we're probably looking for a ball to kick around the gym and play, and he's going to find some trick shot to beat me with in horse.
I mean, David was a guy that easily could still be playing in today's game because he had the physical part of it too. I mean, he was such a tough matchup because he kind of athletic, physically strong, could score in kind of all three levels, outside, three-pointers, free throws, at the basket. So you couldn't find a very good matchup for him. Either you had a big guy who wasn't quick enough to stay with him on the perimeter, or you had a smaller guy who he could go post up.
Growing up with somebody, you know their idiosyncrasies. So if you talk to David, you could sit on the sideline and tell if he had gotten irritated. And when you saw David roll his eyes, it wasn't a good sign for that other person. If he goes, you knew, okay, now he's really focused and he's really about to go to work. And what would happen is he'd not only, just shoot the jumper then he'd take you off the dribble. Then he would go out of his way to really go at you. And his footwork was strong enough to do it.
It is a travesty he is not in the Tennessee Basketball Hall of Fame. So that's an effort that needs to keep being pushed and be ongoing, because 3,000 career points, three-time All-American, it's no doubt he is a Tennessee basketball legend.
He could do anything. He could shoot the three. He had the ability to post you up and do crazy things with that sweet left hand of his. And he just had a complete game, and I really liked the way he played too. His demeanor was calm. He was always in control and very, very confident. And so he was a nightmare to match up with.
David played with all his heart. He cared about Trevecca, and that's been borne out over the years. He stayed in touch with us and still is proud to be a Trojan. And I think there's not a lot better that I could say, but that David has worked hard to create a good place for himself here in Nashville, and a part of that place is right here on the Hill.